Hey Cancer, welcome to your monthly tarot reads. I call it MTRs, monthly tarot reads. Um, let's see a snapshot of what can we expect for your month, for the month of April, or as and when you watch this reading. And also I have a new deck right here. So let's give this a spin, all right? To all my subscribers, thank you for stopping by once again. Information about my personal readings, as well as links to my extended readings, are in the description box below. As well, you can check out my website, NomadSoulWarrior.com. All the information about my channel, my services are in that website. So have a look at it. All right, let's go ahead and do your reading now, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? This could be pertaining to your love, business, career, any aspect, yeah? Likely I'll focus more on love, but take it however that resonates. And these are general readings, so you know what that means, yeah? Energies could go vice versa as well. All right. Okay. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and Jupiter. Wow, you have the Queen of Cups, Strength, the Queen of Coins, the Hermit, the Devil, Magician, Cancer, you have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. We also have Eight of Swords right here. But let me see. Let me clarify more. I'll pull more cards for you. What is this Queen of Cups? Okay. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have Hangman. We have you resting right now, which is pretty good. Socially distancing. Yeah. Having a rest, taking that time off. Yeah. After having been stressed, tired, perhaps there was an ending, a breakup in the past that you have to deal with. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of resistance from the person that you love, from the person that you want to be with. Now you are pretty much just doing Netflix and chill, I feel. I'm not laughing at you, but I feel that this is a good way to reset, to take that time to reset, to have that reset in life, reboot your system. And possibly you've been staying a lot in your home ground, and that is pretty good. Time to reflect, time to be well, in isolation you feel peace, right? And within that peace, when you have peace, then a lot of other new realizations that would come to mind, that would come to existence. It was pretty tough for you in the past, I feel. Yeah, there were a lot of anxiety, stressful complications in the relationship. And you were very hands-on, I feel. For some, don't get me wrong, I do see that someone here was trying to really work things out. You've tried to go within and try to understand how you feel about a connection, about your current situation, and at the same time, you also tried to see what's the best thing that you could do to give enlightenment towards this connection, or to at least have a direction to where this is, where you want to bring this connection forward. And you've done a lot of ways here. You've done a lot to make this connection work. For some, this could even go to the extent of someone trying to manipulate a situation, not always in a bad way. Don't get me wrong on that. But there is someone who probably tried to, give more and see how the connection goes, whether see how the other person reacts, and at the same time somebody who would also go within, retract their energy to see what would the other person, how would the other person respond. So there's that element of in and out kind of energy, but it's not because you are falling in and out of love. It could just be a way of you to gauge whether, how would this other person react. So at some point you can see that's there's a level of emotional manipulation there, right? Instead of someone wanting to speak directly on how they feel, I see a level of passive aggressiveness here, which was more detrimental than it should in a connection. Yeah, there was a lot of moving, going within, not expressing how you feel, but at the same time, you have a lot of feelings that are unexpressed. So the other person that you're dealing with, they are not very much of a mind reader. So they're not very much of a mind reader, so your actions right here would probably give you some level of expectation that if you withdraw, you were expecting someone to move forward and ask you how do you feel and all that. But if they don't do that, then there's that level of toxic energy again. There's that level of toxicity in your prior or recent past connection with someone, or whatever situation you're in. It wasn't healthy at all. That got you going inwards most of the time to see how do you still feel about this. And I feel that it was really very taxing for you in mind and emotional effort, mental state as well. A lot of thinking, analyzing, the analysis paralysis kind of thing. Because you have a goal here. I feel that Cancer, there is something that you want to attain here. You want to make things happen, at least about this connection or about the situation that you're in. There's something that you want to achieve. But possibly the way things are being done, instead of just mentioning it directly, there's that level of emotional in and out, push and pull kind of energy. So you're not actually getting the core or the rightful communication for both of you. Or there is lack of communication, proper communication here, so to speak, with words. It's more like what I see here, it's more like someone will exhibit some actions or the lack of action, and then the other person is expected to respond. But if they don't respond in a way that someone is expecting, the language of response, then it's a vicious cycle. Yeah? Of feeling as though the other person doesn't want you, or you just end up thinking, do they want me or not? Or things like that. Until I think somebody here got fed up, I feel. That led to an ending. But anyway, that was in the past, I feel. That was the sort of a backstory right here, where you got yourself hanging upside down now, trying to see things from a different angle. You've been holding up pretty well, but that connection itself has gotten you pretty emotionally exhausted. You got tired, Cancer. You got tired because with that dynamics that I just explained, it feels like on your side you may feel that you have put in a lot of nurturing time, effort. You nurtured this connection, but it got you feeling exhausted because you may not get the desired response or outcome from this person. At the same time, you may have put in a lot of time and effort in supporting them, could even be financial support you are providing to this person. But like I said, if you're not getting the desired outcome that you have here, there is there is that level of expectation I see that is not being met. That one person right here feels like there is stubbornness for the other person to respond in the way the other person expects it to. And of course that would have left the latter to feel betrayed here, that they have done a lot but it's not being reciprocated, it's not being accepted or appreciated to the least. And that's frustrating. And I think there's frustration for both parties. Frustration for one party here to feel that there's no reciprocation. The other party too, I feel that there's also that level of frustration because they don't have clarity. In the recent past, I feel they don't understand what's going on, because I feel there is this passive aggressiveness going on here. I don't know, this could be you, this could be the other person, but there is lack of clear communication. It's more like emotional response expectation that I'm seeing, and it's not being met at all. Yeah. So, well, now I feel that you are focusing on yourself, because you have retracted your energy. You may not be talking to this person, but more so you are more beginning to be more focused on yourself, on your spiritual healing. You may be doing some meditations right here to understand or to console yourself that you have done your best. If you're exhausted, you're not getting this response back from this person, maybe that's the end of it. You're trying to learn to accept this ending, the end of the toxic dynamic. And I feel that left you no choice but to accept it, because you're just tired here and you felt betrayed. It's painful. You could have hit rock bottom here as well. And that's not a very good energy, especially during this pandemic time. So I feel that you are realizing that too, Cancer, and you are more of focusing on yourself, doing what you feel is right for you, good for you. Could be meditation, exercise. I don't know. I got the feeling that maybe you are spending more time, I don't know, just passing time, playing games online. I don't know. I got that. Something related to like animal games for some reason. I don't know what that is. But you are diverting yourself, your focus towards healing yourself. That's just it. Yeah. You could have gotten a pet as well, for company, for companion, to reroute all this nurturing energy that you had, and do it to a pet, a dog that would appreciate your effort, for instance. As at least the way I see here is that somebody is coping, yeah, from a difficult situation, from a taxing and toxic situation even. Coping from a betrayal. If you're dealing with someone, Cancer, this person, honestly, they really had difficulty of understanding how you wanted things to go. You may have expected a lot from this person, that they could be intelligent, or that they, if they love you, they would have done this. If they appreciate you, they would have done this. If they're into you, they would have done that, and things like that. But on what grounds? On why do you have that level of expectation? Do you know this person enough, so to speak? Or did you have any assumptions that this person is this and that, and therefore they could do the expectations that you are putting up? So the way I feel here is that this person may have a lot of difficulties too in understanding how to get through this connection. And at this point, I don't know how long has it been, you being in this toxic dynamics with them, but I do feel that they are beginning to get some truth out of this. maybe after you have undergone this ending, after the things have ended, there's been some truth that are shed into this person's mind. They've gotten some form of truth right here. Maybe they're beginning to understand what you wanted all along. Yeah. But I feel though, Cancer, you may have expected a lot from this person, but what they can actually give is just fun in the moment. Commitment wise, if that is something that you were expecting, then there is a mismatch of expectation there. This is someone who loves fun, but somebody who may not be ready for commitment just yet. And I feel that they know now that you want more than just for fun. This could even be someone who is realizing that you are not just for fun here. This could be someone who has realized that, yeah, Cancer was not just for fun, it's the real deal. And I do see there's a level of fear and doubt in this in this connection on what's going to happen next. This could be, I do feel it's more like your person right here, having doubts whether they can still make this with you, or having doubts on or fear on what to do next, because there's that this connection is pretty stuck right now, I feel, with the difference in level of expectation, mismatch there. But your person still is keeping tabs on you. There's still passion, they still think about you. But up to what extent, the commitment, and whether this truth actually is for them to realize that this is it. That's what I'm getting though. They're realizing that, yeah, you are not just for fun. But what are they going to do next? What are they going to do next? Because it's not moving, it's stagnant right now. This is stagnant. So, Cancer, I will extend this reading. I will delve deeper into your person's energies and see how do they feel about you, what's going on here in this connection, and see where this goes. Okay? So if you want to follow me in the extended, the link will be in the description box below. Yeah? If this resonates with you. Otherwise, leave me comments and let me know how this resonates. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for stopping by.